Hi students, this is the lecture series of subject Object-Oriented Programming. In previous lecture, we have learned about types of inheritance. In that we have discussed only 4 types, that is single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. So this video covers the topic last type of inheritance, that is hybrid inheritance. And another topic is virtual base class. So the objectives of this lecture are to study the concept of hybrid inheritance, learn about multi-path inheritance, and to understand the concept of virtual base class. Hybrid inheritance. So hybrid inheritance is implemented by combining more than one type of inheritance. For example, combining single inheritance and multiple inheritance. So we already know that in single inheritance, it will be having only one base class and one derived class. In multiple inheritance, we will be having 2 base classes and 1 derived class. So combining these two, single inheritance and multiple inheritance, it forms an hybrid inheritance. So hybrid inheritance is used in a situation where we need to apply more than one inheritance in a program. And this is the syntax for hybrid inheritance. So here, class A, so this is one base class, and this is class B, this is derived class, which is derived from class A, and class C is another base class, and class D is a derived class which is inherited from class B and class C. This is a syntax. And coming to the example of hybrid inheritance, here we are declaring a class A as a one base class. So in that I am declaring only x value x. Okay. And class B is a derived class and which inherits the class A. Here we are declaring a constructor which is used to initialize the x in base class A. So here x is initialized to 10 and another base class is C. So here we are declaring a y, and by using a constructor you are initializing the value 4 to a variable y, and class B, you are inheriting the properties of class B as well as a class C. So D is derived from class B and class C. So in this derived class B, you are declaring a method sum where you are summing up values of x and y, and you are displaying the value. So from main function, in main function you will be creating the object for derived class. So here derived class is class D and obj1 is an object name. Okay. So by calling this function sum, so whatever the values of x and y are there, those values will be added and it displays the value. So it displays the output as sum equal to 40. And next one is multi-path inheritance. So this is nothing but a special case of hybrid inheritance. Okay, a derived class with 2 base classes, and these 2 base classes have one common base class, which is called as multi-path inheritance. So an ambiguity can arise in this type of inheritance. Suppose here we are having a class A, which is a base class, okay, and class B and class C. Here these two are derived classes for class A. So where the method or the data members are inherited into class B and class C. So whatever the copy of A are there, those will be copied into class B as well as a class. And next, class E. You have derived another derived class, class D. So class D is inherited from class B as well as class C. So here an ambiguity can arise. So let us see what is that ambiguity. So suppose I have declared a class A. So this is one base class. So where I am declaring A, okay, and another class B, which is a derived class, derived from class A. Here I am just declaring B, and in class C, this is another derived class where you are deriving it from class A, and in that you are declaring C. And in class D is also a derived class which is derived from class B and class C. Okay, which is class D is inherited from class B as well as class C. So here you are declaring a D. So in main method, you will be creating an object for a derived class, right? That is class D obj. So obj is an object for class D, and next obj dot a equal to 10. So here you are initializing the value, and here obj dot a equal to 100. So if you write these two statements, it shows an error. Why? Because when you inherit the properties of A into B and C, and again from there you are inheriting the properties to D. So it occurs an ambiguity. So in this example, what happens is both class B and class C inherits class A, right? They both have single copy of A. Now class D inherits both class B and class C. Therefore, class D have two copies of A. One from class B and another from class C. So we need to access the data member A of class A through the object of class B. We must specify the path from which A will be accessed, whether it is from class B or class C, because compiler can't differentiate between two copies of A in class D. So by writing this statement, we will get an error. So ambiguity occurs. So there are two ways to avoid this ambiguity. So by using scope resolution operator and by using virtual base class, we can avoid this ambiguity. So avoiding ambiguity using scope resolution operator. So using scope resolution operator, we can manually specify the path from which data member A will be accessed. Okay. So by writing these two statements, that is obj.classB scope resolution operator A equal to 10, obj.classC scope resolution operator A equal to 100. By the statements 3 and 4, you can avoid the ambiguity. But still there will be two copies of it. Okay. So by using virtual base class, okay, you can avoid ambiguity by using virtual base class. So this is a program, class A. In that I am just declaring A, and next in class B, this is a derived class, and here we are declaring it as virtual. It is a keyword, okay, and public class A. So which creates only one copy of A. And next class C, here also virtual public class A. So here you are declaring in C. And in class D, this is a derived class which inherits the properties of class B as well as class C. So here you are declaring D. So in main function you can just you will be creating an object for derived class. Okay, here derived class is D. So object obj. So by using an object obj.a equal to 10 and obj.a equal to 100. Okay, by using this, class D has only one copy of class D. Therefore, statement 4 will be override. Statement 4 will be override the value of A given at statement 2. So when this statement executes A equal to 10, first it initialize the value of 10. After executing this statement 4 of obj.a equal to 100, so this will override the value of previous statement. So now 10 will become an 100. So A takes the value of 100, and next B 20 and C 30 and D equal to 1. And thereafter you are printing the values of A, B, C, D. So it prints the values as A 100, B 20, and C 30 and D 40. So this is how you can avoid an ambiguity and multi-part inheritance by using a virtual base class. So virtual base class is nothing but it creates only one copy. Okay. Yes. These are the topics we have discussed. Let's have a quick recap on these topics. So hybrid inheritance is implemented by combining more than one type of inheritance. So it may be a single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, or multiple inheritance, or hierarchical inheritance, whatever it may be. You can combine more than one type of inheritance. Okay. And coming to the multi-part inheritance, it is a special case of hybrid inheritance only. So a derived class with two base classes, and these two base classes will have one common base class, is called as multi-part inheritance. Thank you.